Welcome to Morning Coffee with Dr. Stephanie. I am Dr. Stephanie D. Barnes. By day, I am a healthcare innovation attorney, but I am always the liberated lawyer, and I'm committed to helping women, high achieving women, experience a joyful, fulfilled, and meaningful life. For more thoughts on how to live the liberated life, go on over to theliberatedlawyer.com. Life is too long to be unfulfilled. And I've got a question for you. What's in your cup? As busy CEOs of our lives, we are always filling the cups of others. We fill the cups of our teams in the marketplace, in the workplace with encouragement and motivation. We fill the cups of our families with love and inspiration. But what is left for us? This moment is for you. You cannot pour from an empty cup. This is an opportunity to fill your cup with a little goodness for you so that you can serve others from the overflow. And today, I want to fill your cup with making space. This should be an obvious concept, but we often don't realize that the fulfillment we seek has no current space in our lives. I want you to imagine a table full of stuff. Every inch is covered with stuff. You continue to pile more stuff on top of stuff. You can't find the stuff you need. You can't find the stuff you just put down. Most of the stuff you don't even use anymore. Some of it's expired. Some of it is just an empty container. Some of it doesn't even work anymore. You want to buy new stuff and better stuff, but you don't even have space to put your stuff. You are either at risk of the entire table collapsing and falling under the weight of all the stuff, or you get overwhelmed looking at all the stuff, thinking about all the stuff, and just even putting yourself in the mindset of making space for the new stuff. You ultimately reach the point where you must ultimately reach the point where you decide to make room, make space for your new stuff. We have to do that in our lives as well. Fulfillment requires taking on a new life, making new decisions, having a new mindset, being a new you. And you can't bring on a new life and newness if your old life, the unfulfilled life, is taking up space. We have to decide to make space for the fulfillment we desire. So here are 9 areas of your life that you need to make space for the fulfillment you desire and deserve. The very first place is right here, your mindset. You have to make space in your mind for new thoughts, new encouragement, new energy, new ideas that lead you to fulfillment. You can't move forward into the new if your past, your mistakes, your disappointments, all that old stuff that is bogging you down, that is unfulfilling to you, is taking up space in your head. So the first place that you must make space is your mindset. The second place that you must make space is your relationships. Some of the relationships we are in are not fulfilling. Workplace relationships, romantic relationships, familiar family relationships. People play a great part in our fulfillment, and we have to realize whether we are the unfulfilling partner in a relationship or whether the other people or other person in our relationship is unfulfilling, and we have to make some changes. Doesn't always mean you got to get rid of them, but you definitely have to make some tweaks to the relationship so that it is fulfilling for you. You have to make space for fulfillment. The third thing is time. If your time is being consumed with the things that drain you, the things that are unfulfilling, the things that do not serve you, you simply do not have time to give to the areas of your life, the experiences that will bring you fulfillment. You've got to make space, literally, with your time. The fourth thing is your energy. Same thing as time. If you are giving all of your energy into unfulfilling things, into people that are draining you, relationships that are draining you, jobs that are draining you, activities that are draining you, or just those thoughts that are draining you, you're not going to have room for the fulfillment you desire and deserve. The fifth area is finances. Hey, it takes money. It does. It just does to be fulfilling. Sometimes it is just the overwhelming state of being in debt. Debt takes away from your fulfillment. So you've got to ensure that you get your finances in order so that you're not consumed with worry over how am I going to make it? How am I going to pay for it? The sixth thing is your experiences. You've got to make space for new experiences. Our lives are the sums of our experiences, and not just marking time, not just waking up and trying to make it to the end of the day and going to sleep and waking up. How are we able to make space for experiences that add meaning to our days? The seventh area is your health. You cannot live fulfilled if you are sick and overwhelmed with illness. You've got to take time, give energy, make space for your health. These are simple things: exercise, movement, better foods, less of the foods that are not as good for us. Make our health our priority. And that is our mental health, our physical health, our spiritual health. Sometimes, number 8, you've got to make literal space. Your life is like that table for real. And it is hard to operate in a spirit of expansion where you can't even literally see space for more. So sometimes you really need to literally make space for new. If every nook and cranny of your house is filled with stuff, where will you have room for the new things? Or sometimes, do you even need those things? Do you need that stuff? You literally need to make space. And number 9 is the most important area where you must make space, is the comfort of where you are presently. It may be comfortable where you are right now, but it's not fulfilling. And comfort is often the thief of fulfillment because we're comfortable. This is safe. This is easy. We know this. And living the fulfilled life means taking risks. It means challenging yourself, stretching yourself, stepping outside of your comfort zone. But you've got to make space for being uncomfortable so that you can grow into the space where you are fulfilled. Going back to that table analogy, you can either make a clean sweep and throw all the stuff in the trash, or you can take the time to meticulously go through and carefully decide what brings you joy, what needs to stay, and what must go. But regardless of which approach you take, you must make space. If it overwhelms you to do it all, make space one day at a time. If it overwhelms you to do it by yourself, engage a trusted friend, therapist, coach, or all three to help you. If you are overwhelmed by the thought of letting go, become inspired by the feeling of receiving what you desire and deserve. Because on the other side of the old stuff is the new stuff you desire and deserve. Be inspired by that. All that you desire to be fulfilled is on the other side of the stuff that is junking up your life, your mind, your body, your spirit. Make space and be ready to receive all that you desire and deserve. Today is the day to commit to making space for the new you. So as you go throughout your day and your week, I pray that your week is filled with space for the things that bring you joy, the things that lead to fulfillment, and the space for you to receive all that you desire and deserve. I hope you enjoyed this morning's morning coffee. And if you are a woman who's looking to experience a more joyful, fulfilled, and meaningful life, I encourage you to reach out for a revelation conversation where together we can begin to think about how you can make space for all that you desire and deserve. Remember, life is too long to be unfulfilled. Make space